Hello student, as we were studying chapter 15, the revolt of 1857, and I have shared you two videos about this chapter, and keep watching those videos if you do not understand the topic. Now let's move towards the third point. Up to now we have discussed about how Britishers come to our country. Portuguese first come, then Britishers, then about the East India Company, and about the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar, from which the Britishers occupied Bengal. Now what happened? The Bengal was under the British province. Now they want to rule over the whole India. They do not want now trade. They just want to rule on our country. Okay, and they make a lot of policies, even you can say the evil policies, to conquer over our country, to rule over our country. So if you see this map, this is the map of India now. So first the Britishers occupied this place of Bengal, this whole area, and now they start developing their army, and they are very smart people as well. They used to develop their evil policies to rule over our country. Now they want whole India to under their control, so they can earn more and more profit from our country. So, and you know what helps them to rule over our country is that the disunity of our country. Now our country is united. All the people used to collaborate, all the central and the state government used to collaborate with each other. But earlier in that time, the people or the government do not used to collaborate. Okay, what happened? The kings of our country are separated now. The India is not only one nation in that time. उस समय क्या था, हमारा कंट्री एक कंट्री नहीं था, बट छोटे छोटे रीजन्स में डिवाइड हो गया था. उनका अपना अपना किंगडम हो गया था. ओके, यू कैन से लाइक द राजस्थान हैव देयर ओन किंग, मध्य प्रदेश हैव देयर ओन किंग, उत्तर प्रदेश हैव देयर ओन किंग, लाइक दैट इट वाज हैपनिंग इन दैट टाइम. एंड दीज किंग्स आर कीप फाइटिंग अमॉन्ग देम. ये किंग्स जो थे हमेशा आपस में फाइट करते रहते थे, दैट टू कॉन्क्योर ईच अदर लैंड, टू एक्सपेंड देयर किंगडम. एंड व्हाट ब्रिटिशर्स हैड डन? Britishers, what they do, they help one king to fight others. वो हमें ही आपस में लड़वाते रहते थे. वो एक को सपोर्ट करते थे और दूसरे को हरा देते थे, और जो जीतता था उसे बोलते थे नाउ वी सपोर्टेड यू, यू हैव टू हेल्प अस. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ दे यूज टू कंक्योर अवर होल कंट्री. And this policy is called the divide and rule policy. They want us to fight, and the people of our country keep fighting. And meanwhile they conquer whole country. This is the divide and rule policy, which in Hindi we call Food Dalo Raj Karo. So if at that time, if we read this, the British start conquering the other parts of our country, means वो हमारे और भी इंडिया के पार्ट पर कब्जा करने लग गए थे. And they were not content with being mayoral trade in India. They wanted to rule whole India. वो पूरे इंडिया पर रूल करना चाहते थे. और जो हमारे पूरे इंडिया का जो किंग था, मुगल किंग्स थे, अकबर एंड बाबर एंड जहांगीर, their kingdom start falling. And now the India is divided into small kingdoms. I have told you कि अब इंडिया का एक पूरा किंग नहीं था. इंडिया के small kingdoms के अलग अलग king हो गए थे. And what they are doing? They are fighting with each others. And the Britishers, outsiders, take advantage of it. And what the policy they have applied? They applied the divide and rule policy, the conquer nearly the whole of India. And they signed many treaties with the kings, and in the name of giving them comfort, pensions and anxiety their kingdom. और उन्होंने बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स हमारे किंग से साइन करवा लिए कि वो उससे क्या मिलेगा, उनको मनी मिलेगा उनका ब्रिटिशर्स का, और उनको एडवांटेज मिलेगा. बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. ओके, देयर पॉलिसीज वर जस्ट फेक इन देयर प्रॉफिट ओनली. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट वन ऑफ सच पॉलिसी that made by Lord Dalhousie. Lord Dalhousie make a policy which names the Doctrine of Lapse. What does this policy says? This policy says if any king died without not having any child, so the kingdom will go to the Britishers. Like अगर कोई राजा है, अगर उसका कोई बच्चा नहीं होता है और राजा मर जाता है, तो जो किंगडम है वो किसके पास चला जाएगा? ब्रिटिश लोगों के पास चला जाएगा. And who one of the king died like that was the king of Jhansi. You have heard this before? झांसी का जो किंग था वो मर गया था. Okay, and the queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmi Bai, have no son, and she adopted a son which Britishers do not allow to rule his Jhansi. And this make Indians and very unhappy from them. Okay, if they keep doing and making such evil policies, who will like them? They begin fight between the Indian kingdoms. They make policy like doctrine of lapse, in which even the queen is not able to rule, his adopted son is not able to rule. Then who will rule that kingdom? Britishers will rule. So, and like this, they have increased their power in our country. So far we have learned the divide and rule policy and the doctrine of lapse, in which the Britishers take that king which do not have any take that kingdom which do not have any king. जिस राज्य का कोई राजा नहीं होता था वो Britishers ले लेते थे. If there is no king, they can find a king in their own, but Britishers are not supposed to take that. But they make a policy called doctrine of lapse. According to that, they will rule the kingdom. But not only this, there are many kings, nawabs and farmers or traders are unhappy with them. They do not like Britishers, and because of this, there are many revolts. Many small revolts happen up to 1816 to 1857. यानी कि छोटी छोटी revolts तो पहले भी होती थी Britishers के लिए, but they are not that big. Britishers easily crushed them. They have army. हाँ, so Britishers उनको ख़त्म कर देते थे क्योंकि उनके पास बहुत अच्छी आर्मी थी. They crushed them. But the revolt of 1857 was so big. Okay, and it was also known as the first war of Indian independence. इंडिया की इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए फर्स्ट वॉर भी इसको बोलते हैं. It was just the beginning, students. After that, we fought a lot with the Britishers to get them out of our country. Now, what are the circumstances lead to the revolt of 1857? The first is that the discontent among the farmers over cotton. Okay, what happened? In that time, in Britain there are factories. हमने इंडस्ट्रियल्स के बारे में पढ़ा था. उस टाइम क्या हुआ था कि ब्रिटिशर्स ने वहाँ पर इंडस्ट्रीज बनाई थी, एंड इन दैट टाइम दे वर स्टार्ट यूजिंग मशीनरीज. ओके, they have cotton textile industries in their country, but they do not able to grow cotton because Britain is a very cold place. यूरोप में बहुत ठंड पड़ती है, वहाँ पर ज़्यादा कॉटन नहीं उग सकता. But in India, we can grow a lot of cotton because our country have a good climate. In Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, we grow a lot of cotton in these places. Even many more places we used to grow cotton. So what Britishers want? Britishers want our country to grow more and more cotton so they can buy in very low price. अब वो क्या चाहते थे कि हमारे फार्मर्स जो है वो कॉटन उगाएं और उनको कॉटन बेचे, वो भी बहुत लो प्राइस में. और वो क्या करते थे, इस कॉटन को इंडिया से कहाँ ले जाते थे? ब्रिटेन ले जाते थे. एंड इस कॉटन से वो कॉटन क्लोथ बनाते थे, और फिर क्या करते थे, वो क्लोथ को यहाँ इंडिया में ला करके बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव प्राइस में बेचा करते थे. So, the people of our country grow a good cotton. That Britishers buy that cotton at very low price. They take this cotton to the Britain and make clothes of it, and bring that clothes again back to our country and sell it in very high price. So the Britishers are getting money from that. They are earning a lot of money from our country. And what it did that our farmers become poor. And you know that the most of the in our country most of the people are farmers now, and back that time there are many farmers, so almost all country become poor, and the Britishers earn a huge profit. So as you read that paragraph, it tells you the same story. Although after the Industrial Revolution, the British had set up a large cotton mill in Britain, yet they do not grow cotton there due to the cold climate condition. Thus they asked the timid Indian farmers to grow cotton and sell it to the Britishers at very low price. They exported the raw cotton to Britain, and when they made cotton clothes at mills at low cost, they sold cotton clothes to the people of back in India at very high price. This the way they earn huge profit exploiting Indian farmers. Exploiting means using. Now, this is the first condition, that they tell us to grow cotton and buying at very low price. Now let's go towards the second one, that is over indigo. So first of all, student, I will tell you what is indigo. So see children, the plant here over here in front of you is an indigo plant. Okay, this is an indigo plant. You can also Google it, and this indigo plant is used to make blue dyes. You can see the the color of this person becomes blue due to this indigo. So back that time we do not know how to make dye, how to color the clothes with artificial dyes. अब तो हमारे पास artificial dyes है, but at that time we only use this indigo plant to color the clothes. So what happened? Again now come to the same story, that indigo grow good in India, not in the Britain. Indigo हमारी कंट्री में अच्छा उगता था, क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ का क्लाइमेट सूटेबल है, बट वो ब्रिटेन में नहीं उगता था क्योंकि ब्रिटेन का क्लाइमेट सूटेबल नहीं है. So over indigo. Also the farmers in Bihar and Bengal region were forced to grow indigo instead of growing crops, food crops. अब if we talk about this area, Bihar, Jharkhand and Bengal, इस area को Britishers specially force करते थे कि you grow indigo, and they do not allow any food crop to let them grow. अब वो उन्हें कुछ भी खाने पीने की चीज़ें नहीं उगाने देते थे. अब इससे क्या होता था? What happened due to this? So a plant, and indigo I have already told you, a plant out of which a blue dye used to dry cotton clothes was obtained. तो इसका वो किस लिए क्या यूज करते थे इस इंडिगो का? इट इज इंडिगो का सिर्फ यही यूज था कि इट इज यूज टू कलर दी क्लोथ्स, एंड द फार्मर्स अगेन यूज टू सेल द इंडिगो to the Britishers at very low price, and these farmers do not have enough money to buy food from them, and they become poor, and they become hungry as well. So this is also now uneven justice they had done with us. अब इंडिगो को खा तो सकते नहीं है, and now they also start keep their children and their families become hungry for food and become poor as well. So these two main reasons. Now let's talk about the third reason, that the discontent among the weavers and traders. अब क्या हुआ? Now the Britishers start bringing the mill clothes to our country. The mill clothes are well stitched. They are well. They have shine. They look. They are cheap. They are cheap, and they are beautiful. अब ब्रिटिशर्स ने मिल में जो क्लोथ बनाया, फैक्ट्री में क्लोथ बनाया, वो बहुत ही चीप थे, मतलब अकॉर्डिंग टू अवर हैंडलूम इंडस्ट्री. वो क्या थे? उन्होंने बहुत ही चीप प्राइजेस पर वो क्लोथ बना लिए थे. नाउ दे स्टार्ट सेलिंग दीज क्लोथ्स इन अवर कंट्री, और उनको क्लोथ्स की क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी थी. वो अच्छे से स्टिच्ड थे, अच्छे से कलर्ड थे, ओके, काफ़ी ब्यूटिफुल थे. एंड द क्लोथ्स विच वी यूज टू मेक इन आवर कंट्री विद द हेल्प ऑफ हैंड्स, they are not of that good quality, they are not that beautiful as well. तो जो क्लोथ्स हम बनाते थे वो उनकी क्वालिटी इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, है ना. तो क्या हुआ? तो जो हमारी कंट्री का जो क्लोथ था वो हमने, पीपल डू नॉट बाय दैट क्लोथ, दे यूज टू बाय द क्लोथ फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. सो जो भी हमारी कंट्री के जो हैंडलूम वर्कर्स थे, जो भी फैक्ट्रीज थी, वो सब क्या हो गई? वो सब दे आर गोइंग इन लॉस, एंड दे डू नॉट अर्न मनी. So the weaving industry, जहाँ पर कपड़े बनते थे, suffer a lot under the British rule. The weavers were not allowed to start their own mills or factories. और उन weavers को वो factories और mills start करने को भी मना कर दिया था कि only Britishers can have their mills and their factories. They were not allowed to sell their clothes to any trade other than the British. और वो क्या करते थे कि वो जो हैंडलूम के जो कपड़े होते थे वो सिर्फ कौन खरीदता था? सिर्फ ब्रिटिशर्स ही खरीदते थे, और इसके बदले बिल्कुल ऑफ कोर्स वो पैसे बहुत कम देते थे. दे मीन लेस प्रॉफिट फॉर द वेवर्स. मिल क्लॉथ वाज सेंट टू इंडिया फ्रॉम ब्रिटिश. It was cheaper and of good quality as compared to the hand woven cloth. It took over the Indian market as well as the handloom industry of India suffered gradually. Indian handloom industry closed down, leaving the weavers helpless and turmoil. So अब क्या हुआ? अब जैसे जैसे वो क्लोथ्स जो उन्होंने ब्रिटेन में बनाए थे और इंडिया में आके बेचने लगे, तो हमारे यहाँ की जो क्लोथ फैक्ट्री है ना, वो धीरे धीरे बिल्कुल बंद हो गई. एंड द पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इन इट, दे गेट अनएम्प्लॉयड एंड दे डू नॉट हैव एनीथिंग टू ईट नाउ बिकॉज दे डू नॉट हैव money. So right after now the next topic is the beginning of revolt, which we study in our next video. Up to now you read this chapter properly. If you have any doubt you can ask me anytime, but these are the three main reasons these are the circumstances which causes the revolt, because British using us to earn profit, to their profit, not for our profit. Okay, so read this, continue from there, and we will continue our story afterwards. Thank you.